Hey, it's Lance again with 5-Star Hosts. I want to go into some rental properties that we manage, and I want to kind of give you a peek of what it looks like once a tenant leaves. Sometimes this is misconception that, people who have your properties leave it in a mess or damages, but in most cases our tenants stay for anywhere from 33 months, 6 months, or sometimes a little less than a year. And most of the time, based upon the system we have in place, when they leave the property, it's in the same condition it was when they rented the property. So here's a walkthrough of a property we just kind of went back in, to be honest with you, a couple of days ago. And as you can tell, as I walk through, the property is intact. The only thing is not intact is the bed, which was, unmade. That's pretty typical. But as we scan through here, looking at this property, looks the same way it did when the person arrived. Scanning through the bathroom. The only thing is sometimes when you have rental properties, unless you have, your utilities connected or your HVAC connected, you want to make sure you monitor that, because once they leave, they may leave it running, and you kind of want to keep it on, but not performing pretty high and on this blasting. But as you can tell, this property is pretty small in size. I think probably less than 700 square feet, if that. But most of our tenants don't require a lot of space. They want to make sure the proximity of where they're staying is close, so they can get back and forth to their job. Go back here. But yeah, for the most part, this is what it looks like. This person been here for 3 months and just left recently, and just want to check on the place and to see how it looks, and it looks good. Of course, we have to get it cleaned before the next guest, hopefully in the next few weeks or so. The neighborhood, safe place, as you can see here, in a nice neighborhood. But these are some really key factors into making sure that you keep your place occupied based upon what the pictures look like, which is very important, and it's no difference than what they arrive to. A lot of times people can get bamboozled based upon high quality photos, a lot of tampering, and when they get there, it looks totally different, and that's pretty sad. In our case, we take good photos, which we have a course that kind of highlights how to take photos, but it's no difference between what they see in those pictures versus what they experience when they're there. In most cases, they're very pleased by what the property looks like once they stay there. Not saying that, in some cases you might have some hiccups based upon, normal things, but you want to make sure that your client or your tenant has a very good experience, because they may want to come back. In this case, this tenant it's the second time staying there, and I want to say it's been a total of 6 months, and he may come back at the end of the year to stay again, which will probably be anywhere from another 3 months. On the other side of this building is another unit, and we had one lady once we finished designing the place, and she stayed there for about 10 months, and it really was a blessing to have it occupied. But yeah, I want to kind of go through what we have just to kind of showcase what properties look like, because sometimes that could be a misconception on doing rentals and not having the right people in place. And once you get the property, you have to spend like thousands of dollars trying to get the property up to par, because it's a mess. And if you do your systems right, your screenings, the proper people in place, the proper tenant, they usually leave the property in place like they found it, which is less stress for you, and they want to maintain their good record, of course. So we'll come back and showcase some other segments. Like, share, subscribe to the channel as we help you fulfill your rental needs by showcasing what to do when you have midterm rentals.